Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 57.
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Caught on the right side by Jones. And a tackle going to be made at the 38. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 24 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Pryor long. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from...
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 75 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Cottrell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. 2nd and 9 now. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossan.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A great pick, nice return, but he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, as his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
and that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run on first down. Cottrell.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On first down, Cottrell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down now, Cottrell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Keon Crossan. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Looking for Pryor long, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chargers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a handoff up the middle. Cottrell. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll set up a throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On third down, Cottrell, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the give, this is their fullback. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Ethan Carter
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chargers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're quickly out wide. This is Watson.
And he's got some space here. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Jones.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have been the better of the 2 sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Jones again.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones
with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd down, Cottrell.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner. Maybe.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
All I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
Turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Their fullback try and push the pile.
And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the long way to try and score.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Ethan Carter,
his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chargers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. To throw is Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And the Bolts have done it. The Los Angeles Chargers are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. That